Happy New Year's, everyone. 2022 has passed and now it's 2023. It has been a great year for me last year, and I can say it's the anniversary of this YouTube channel. But that doesn't matter since I want to talk about this event that is about to end, which is Lingering Echoes. This event takes us to Lithuania, specifically in a city called Weisheim, if I pronounce it right. This is where supposedly Hibiscus visits a Rhodes Island branch to meet up with Czerny. And that is all I know about this event since I did not read too much about it. Maybe when I feel like procrastinating, then I will continue reading it somewhere in the future. Now, let's talk about the best part of every event, the newly released operators. This event introduces us with 3 new operators, Ebenholz and Hibiscus altar, which are obtained from the banner, and Czerny, a welfare operator. I don't know if I pronounced his name right. So, Ebenholz, he is a mystic caster just like Indigo and Iris. At first, I slept on him because I simply suck at using mystic casters. And I also noticed that people did not hype him as much as other upcoming operators. So I asked myself, is he that bad? This led me to actually search for videos showcasing his abilities, and I stumbled upon this one particular video that shows him one-shotting Patriot in phase 1, and it's pretty awesome. Granted, it's not the best way to prove an operator's worth, but that video piqued my interest, and I actually went around to read his kit. What further got me interested in him is the fact that his S3 makes him target elite or boss enemies specifically. That itself is enough reason for me to invest in him in the future now that I actually have obtained him after failing to get Hibiscus altar from the banner. Oof. Speaking of Hibiscus altar, she is the next operator featured in the same banner. At the same time, introduces us to a new archetype, the Incantation Medic. Just when you think if Rhodes Islands are lacking a pharmacist in their medical department, HG decides to create a branch of medics that actually attacks enemies. And what's interesting about this archetype, Hibi Alta in particular, attacks enemies and heals allies at the same time. I think it's a pretty interesting gimmick if you ask me. If I have gotten her, I would definitely use her a lot in my clears. Wink wink, banner HG, please give me Hibi Alta. Come on, man. Lastly, the welfare art protector himself, Czerny. I took a quick look at his kit and find his second skill quite interesting. If my knowledge of this game is right, he is the first operator to technically have the ability to taunt enemies. Well, actually, it increases his taunt level, which kind of works the same way, I guess. Anyways, his second skill grants him bonus HP and taunts enemies, grants stack of attack buff each time he is attacked, then later kinda reminds me of that one move in Pokemon called Bite. Although Bite does not taunt the opposing Pokemon, but the rest functions kinda in the same way. I can see myself using him in the future, so I'll add him to my long queues of operators that I want to raise. I can see him being so much fun in the new Stationary Security Service game mode. Can you say that quickly? Stationary Security Service game mode. Oh my god. With operators covered, let's move on to the event stage mechanics. This event introduces us with the realigned flux mechanic. What it does is operators that are exposed to it have their SP regeneration restored to normal. Operators that are not linked to the realigned flux itself have their SP regen slowed down. At the same time, it also affects enemies both positively and negatively. To put it into the most simplified way I could describe it, all enemies exposed to it have their DPS output reduced, but some benefit from us players using the realigned flux itself. I'm not going into detail of how this whole shenanigan works since I'm pretty sure you, the viewers, have experienced this firsthand, right? Did you clear the event? Did you have all the medals? Huh? You didn't? Oh god. This mechanic somewhat encourages players to bring more operators and have them positioned in a way, in a specific direction, to create some sort of a circuit. I don't know about you, but I think they might have somewhat been inspired by the dark light mechanic back in Casimir's event, with the whole have your operators face this way to get something good idea. Honestly, it's a bright idea, but throughout my time spent clearing this event, I can't help but to think that the enemies in this event is more annoying than usual. Aside from that yarn theme event where kill one spawn more enemies gimmick. Oof. Okay, I guess that covers everything that I find interesting about Lingering Echoes. Overall, it's a somewhat mediocre event since I believe everyone is tired after CC9, and recently HG tweeted about CC10 is coming in February, so yeah, we're screwed. So to end this video, here's me clearing LEEX8 challenge mode. I would like to thank Ada and Velvet for providing me with their support Ebenholz for this clear. That's it from me. Thank you for sticking to this part of the video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. From yours truly, goodbye. Mountain and Mudrock being such a great lane holder. Then I should deploy medics afterwards, followed by thorns on the top side, and probably backpipe to temporarily hold the left side of this lane. Wow, that sound effect. I need to retreat these and place Sarah, and that's it. That's basically it. What I like about this clear is I don't need to shift operators all the time, because in one of my attempts it involves me using a lot of fast redeploy operators, and it was not fun. I mean, it's fancy in terms of showcasing the strategy, but it involves a lot of timing and whatnot, and I hate, thinking. I like to turn off my brain when playing this game. So as you can see, Thorns can basically deal with the top lane mobs, and I can activate all their skill just to deal a bit of damage on Friday. Then I should put this down just to bait the attack, because Friday is actually annoying to deal with, and he deals a lot of damage. Oh boy. Yeah, stay there, please. Alright, time to bonk him with an umbrella. Right about now. Take that. So far so good. Because there are instances where Kryde actually kills one of my operators, and it's not fun to deal with. I mean, you can still salvage it, but not fun to deal with.
大地こそが我が友。
What the fuck?
私の声に応え
So yeah, that was my mistake, using Saria's ability too early. Otherwise, it should have been no problem dealing with this. Then I can activate Saria's skill right here, then Ebenholz ability. Man, one simple mistake cost the whole run. And back 5 to end the stage. There it is, the Ebenholz clear.